Every day I pull out the garage in a Jeep, black seats, white paint, run the streets like a race, gas pedal to the floor, no I ain't driving safe, TCS system off, sports mode, stay engaged, burning rubber off the line, smoke left in my wake, smoke in the car too, bass sounding like a quake, speakers rattle in the doors so the side mirrors shake, hitting corners so hard I don't break, watch me scrape, and I'm gone without a trace every time I accelerate, and this verse about nothing except my driving skills being great, if you see me in your lane, please stay out the fucking way, especially if I'm headed to Sam's house on this recording day. Then you can catch me driving reckless, headed back the other way.
What up? What up? Okay, I forgot what to say. We should cheers on camera, right? It's Sunday.
Okay. Okay. Stop there. Stop there. And cut. That was amazing. Stop it.
Alright, guys. That was over.
Cheers.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's so smooth.
It is pretty smooth, actually.
Y'all ready?
Y'all already know.
Y'all ready for this?
Okay. Alright, so what's up everybody? Welcome back to the show. My name is Adam, and you know what we came here to do. This is the Kiona and Kasson podcast. I'm here with my brother Osama, boy Dave, and Stacks is, you know, just usually hanging around. But anyway, I have a quick update. So last week, you know, we were talking about my superhero power of choice.
Oh yes.
Oh, that.
Yeah, so
That conversation.
so check it out, right?
I had forgotten.
We're gonna bring that right back up.
I heard an interesting statistic, and it like blew my mind, and I was like,
Jesus.
this really just adds to my point here, right?
Please.
Can you guess what the longest bout of hiccups ever was?
Oh, I've heard of that. I know it's long, like years, right?
68 years.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd rather die.
No.
I'd rather die.
I wouldn't.
If I knew in advance for the next 68 years, every 3 seconds I'm interrupted by a fucking heave in my lungs. No. That's it.
The hiccups are terrible.
Sure.
But 68 years might be like Chinese water torture.
True.
What could you handle that for 68 years straight, every few seconds?
That
for your
starts
life?
as a nuisance.
No, yeah, like hiccups already. You're like, oh fuck, I got the hiccups. I gotta figure out a way to get these out.
Nope.
Think about it,
No,
right?
you can't.
Now,
You're
yeah.
locked
So
in.
what could you take for 60? What was it? 60? How many?
68 years.
68 years, right? No matter what it is, how fun, right? Or how, what? No matter
Well,
what.
let's just say that's not fun.
Leave this.
You know?
Leave the answer open. Put whatever you like in there. What can you take for 68 years, every few seconds, for your whole life?
I don't know. I have to think about that.
I mean, dude, I don't even think I could deal with like.
In every 4 seconds, you know?
Yeah,
It's pretty constant reminder.
I don't think you can do
I
anything.
definitely understand like the actual severity of the situation.
But I wouldn't want to die necessarily. I would just.
let's
You just hope
I
that
don't
the
necessarily
next.
want death.
You always hope that
That's
that
gonna
last.
be-
I'm just saying I would do a lot more like live your life on the edge type of thing.
Yes.
To scare yourself to hopefully get the hiccups to leave.
You know what?
Holy shit, they're gone. Get by a train.
You have 68 years of hiccups, and there's no way to cure them. Like, come on, man.
That would be terrible. I would. That would be fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
But still, I don't really give a fuck about that. You said that would be your superpower of choice.
Listen, I recapped, and
I
at first
feel like-
you were on board with that thing. You're like, oh man, that's just evil. And then you were like, that's stupid.
But but it doesn't mean that just because it's evil doesn't mean it's a smart decision for a fucking superpower. If they're like, hey Adam, what do you want?
Listen,
Adam's like, hey, you know what I'd like?
I'm
gonna make
I'm
you
not out
guys
here
have the
doing-
hiccups for the rest
I'm
of
not
your life.
out here doing God's work. I'm just trying to fucking antagonize the people I don't like and give them just a horrible
You could
time.
do so many other
You know?
things. I know we came up with better things on the spot last week. I'm not gonna go through
So I
it.
feel like if you have enough people that you put under your spell or whatever, they're all gonna conspire and just like end hiccups forever. Like they're gonna find a way to like.
That I would be doing the world a service then.
Yeah,
So
right.
I am doing God's work.
God damn it. He immediately went there. Immediately.
I mean,
You know what I am? I'm going to the next topic because I don't want to talk about this bullshit again, dude. This is ridiculous. Again?
I agree.
Dude, you just tried to validate it by a statistic of a fact of somebody having to. That doesn't mean somebody gave them that.
I'm just saying.
There wasn't a superhero that's like, I'm gonna give this person fucking.
You're not giving it enough
Like,
credit.
dude, I am now godlike, so you need to respect me.
You're not giving it enough credit.
I don't give it any credit.
Yeah.
I know.
It's the worst choice of superpower of all time.
I'm gonna have to agree with this.
I'm just saying, you know.
You wouldn't want to fly?
You wouldn't.
Of course, I would want to fly.
You chose hiccups over flying.
You did.
Listen,
Or invisibility.
Dude, you can like. Cyclops had lasers coming out of his eyes.
We are rolling right back into it now.
I know, but there's no way to not argue this.
just jump right back into it.
It doesn't make
The other
any
things
sense.
are more devastating,
It's
and everybody
almost
can
like
see the
you
damage.
had to
It's
bring
almost
this
like
up.
you made a U-turn and then went right back to where we were going
So
originally.
made two U-turns.
He was caught in a roundabout.
All right. I went back the other way. All right, fuck it. Next topic, man. Still stupid. Though.
Yo, so Illinois legalized it. You know.
Illinois did
Get on to you, Illinois.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that with this, we will see at least half of the revenue that Colorado and
I'm sure we will, dude. The population is bigger here automatically, so like.
Is it only because it's so concentrated in Chicago though?
Yeah.
Chicago got like so many people that Illinois
But that's what it was
has
about.
like a ridiculous.
It was about Cook County more than anybody else.
it
Like.
was almost unanimous from what I read, I believe.
The first vote. The second vote
Excuse me.
came with a little bit more adversity.
But it was still pretty widespread.
Yeah. No, that's pretty dope. Good for you, Illinois.
Yeah, you know, maybe bring some revenue and back into people's pockets.
So stop
Instead of
taking my money.
taking it away because I don't like that.
Stop taking my money, but start taking my money.
All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a quick break. We just started. We took a break already. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I don't know exactly what else is even going on in the world. I haven't paid much attention this week. But Scottie Pippen. Did you hear the Scottie Pippen news?
What is it? It's something about like he's suing somebody.
Yeah, he's suing some people who rented his mansion because like he claimed that the 5-year-old daughter wrote all over the walls and shit like that, and just destroyed it. So he's suing the whole family, including the 5-year-old daughter.
Specifically the 5-year-old daughter, right?
think,
Like he's got her name.
He added her to the
That's hilarious.
That
That
is-
little itty bitty bitch.
that is ultra petty.
I don't give a fuck. I'm with it all day.
Sure.
Scotty, go do your thing.
Yep, people
Please
have
and thank
And
you.
mansions aren't cheap.
They
You know what I'm saying? So like, destroy my mansion, I'm gonna sue you probably. And it's probably not a cheap mansion. You know, it's got to be somewhere in the millions.
I mean, I'm sure they thought, it's paint, get a magic eraser or whatever the fuck, it can be fixed, but it's like something, it's just the principle of it.
Right.
Yeah, no. Maybe it was more than a magic eraser. You know, maybe it was permanent marker. Maybe it was engraved in the
No, I
walls.
totally get his point.
Maybe she's a strong little girl. She's just punching shit.
There's holes in the wall and shit, like.
Somebody asked her, "What kind of superpower would you like?" She's like, "I want to punch shit hard." Adam's like, "I'll take the hiccups."
I want to be the Hulk. Like,
Listen. Hiccups are very
walls, then.
We're not gonna get back into it.
I wish that dog would shut up.
Please do not get back into that.
We're not gonna.
That is a rabbit hole.
We're not gonna get back into that at all.
Well, I'm gonna tie a lot of things to your stupid decision.
It's not a stupid decision. All right.
Hey, anyway.
68 years.
I will debate that all day.
I don't care. I'll debate it back. You know.
So basically, what you're telling me, you got a genie. One fucking thing he asks you, what kind of superpower you like?
It's like, oh shit, hiccups.
They're not gonna give me the power to destroy the whole world.
I would generate cash from my hands,
just not.
like Spider-Man generates webs. I'm like, and all these hundreds to fly out. That's what I would do.
I don't think that's like. How you gonna put the serial number on them? You don't reload it. It's not gonna
The
work.
superpower is that it's all legal cash. That's the superpower.
That's one of the caveats. Is you can't
No,
wish
it's
for
not
fortune.
the caveat. The
You can't
caveat is I'm gonna be a professional cash shooter, and it's all real.
Got a quick little question for you. Who's printing this money?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's printing the webs out of Spider-Man?
That is not money.
Same
He swallowed shit like shit.
No, same shit.
I
Same
didn't think about
shit.
that.
He's shooting motherfucking webs, and he's a man.
It's not the same.
He's a man.
It's not the
If we're talking superpowers don't even exist.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
So if we're talking superpowers, if I'm not talking violent,
So yeah,
like
I guess,
Adam's dumb idea, I'm gonna take
obviously
cash.
I'm being more literal with that.
Yeah.
But
You can't fucking
like,
just
you are the guy that thinks Jedi's would murder like everybody that ever existed. So
we're not getting there.
yeah, we won't.
We're not. No,
Because
we're
that's
not.
just as dumb as Adam's decision about fucking hiccups.
Hold on. If I could become a Jedi, I would most definitely.
Then that's cool.
Love all
No,
the
that's
things, I would
cool.
become a Jedi.
That's cool.
And he's gonna come back
I
and
can
murder
appreciate
Sam
that.
probably
I could
with
just.
his Jedi
I mean,
mind
you guys
trick.
are just you're in my control now. Like, you know, you're like that. Like, I'm a goddamn Jedi. Like, yo, that is the ultimate superpower. I could just
He said I could
shut people
just-
down. And you would just shut the fuck up.
If you did that, I would just ask for Professor X's powers.
That is one of the
That's it.
funniest things I've ever heard. I could just, and you guys won't even be here anymore. What?
No, not even that. You wouldn't disappear, but like, you would be.
Is
under
there
my control.
anybody you think that could beat a Jedi?
Honestly, man, I really don't see that happening.
Professor X.
Yo,
Game over.
it's almost the same thing. It's
It's
like,
you're telling me there's
so
a
maybe
million.
maybe there'd be like a tie.
So you're saying Jedi's are like literally the common folk of the world of that universe,
Okay.
and they're all a bunch of Professor X's, and they're just running around with mind control everybody.
Right. So not every so like how do I explain it, man? It's like Jedi's are like
Trained professionals
they're like trained professionals. Yeah, like I said,
with superpowers.
Yeah, they have like mind control powers though.
They like. This conversation just it confuses me.
It should.
I just want to go back to that idea of me shooting cash
I
out
mean,
of
if
my
I could be very honest, like,
I just want to shoot cash out of my
Star Wars
hand.
shouldn't really make sense right off the bat. Like, you should want to watch it over and over again to like get to know what things are.
But see, when I watch a
over and
movie,
over again, that's hard.
So
It's
like,
a
the
long
thing
movie,
is,
that's
like,
why.
like diving
Dance
into
with
that,
wolves.
diving into that,
Feel the
being like,
dreams.
oh, I want to watch a movie, and like you watch that, it's like, well, yeah, it's like there's a lot to really understand.
See,
you know?
see, that's why that's why it's such a cult following. You guys really rewatch and study.
It's well, so
Like
yeah,
it's a
it's
Bible
almost
or
like,
something.
it just makes it, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
It's like
I
some
was
Bible
just
study
reaching.
type shit. Yeah,
I was just reaching.
I don't know.
I mean,
In the
reached
sense
out
that
and
you want to like understand it more, so you want to keep on.
Is it bad that I encountered a priest or the guy that I encountered one of him like this week and I didn't like to. He made me quite angry.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if he's a priest. I'll sock him in his mouth.
There's some.
And I've never used the word sock
Yeah.
other than what I put on my
Have
feet.
you ever said that phrase?
I will
Sock you
I
up.
will sock you.
Don't ever
So
say
check
sock.
this out for like a phrase. There was these two older guys, and this is at work, right? So I'm like helping the one guy out, right? Older guy, the other older guy walks in. He starts like rambling off an order right away. It's like I'm helping him, be right with you. You know, just hold on 1 second. He's like, no, I need I need to now. I got to leave. I got to go like on a time thing, whatever. He's like, just want to get some shit and go. He's like, all right, fine. What do you need? So I grab his order. And the guy I was originally helping in the first place is like, that's really fucking rude, this and that, like to the other guy. And he's like, oh yeah? Want to settle this shit? Like, I'm like, there's like these guys are like 70, like, and they're like they're older, like,
I would have instigated
The
so
guy-
hard.
the
Dude.
guy-
settle that
I would
shit.
love to see two 70-year-old dudes don't
The
go
guy
at it.
that I was originally helping is like, you know what? If both of us go out back, I'm gonna dust your ass. Just like that.
That's how he said it.
I'm gonna dust your ass. I have never heard that said.
Did they go out
Ever in
back?
my life. So no, they just.
I would have been like, do it!
Just, like,
Do
grumbling.
it!
The guy that was like in a rush just ended up leaving.
You didn't even get a shrimp?
No.
He didn't.
After I cooked it, so of course, now that's money wasted and food wasted.
Do you eat that?
No. You gotta, yeah.
What do you do with it?
Just gotta throw it away.
Next time you're gonna do that, tell me, hey, I'm throwing it away at your mouth, and I'll be on back.
Hey Sam, I got some food. I'm throwing it away.
You want to come get this before I toss it in the garbage?
I
That's
literally
something
hear
you gotta
him
toss
putting
it.
up, like, but
This sucks, you gotta toss
it's
it.
not all the time, but like.
You ever try to like,
It's not really about that. Yeah. Like, I guess if we wanted it, and like shit's slow, then yeah. But like we don't want to, have people eating on shift and shit. That's what
I got you. I would just go to the back and eat like mad shrimp at
You
once.
wouldn't you? That's just a lot of money. So yeah.
Well, who was gonna eat it? The garbage can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we'll do is we'll save it So like, there's a.
I'll fucking dust your ass.
So, yeah, that was the whole point. Dust your ass, yeah. But safety and sanitation purposes, you can't
No, I
eat
do
food after like 5 minutes, I believe, or something like that. So
I got
like,
you.
it can't sit up for long, otherwise you have to throw it away.
I get it, liability and all that.
But if something like that were to happen, or like a guy orders it and like they walk out without getting it, we'll put it in the fridge for lunches.
Oh,
next day.
That's actually, I think, about
But if it passes that,
you can't donate it. I know you can't.
I think it's less than 5 minutes. I should know that, but yeah.
On the dead lows.
Yeah.
You know what? If we go outside in the back, I'll dust your ass, eh?
I'm gonna
fucking
dust
guy.
this.
Eh?
I was like, wow, man.
I really would have instigated, dude. Imagine that fight.
I was just laughing.
That would have been hilarious.
Like visibly.
I would be laughing too.
Like visibly
Dude,
laughing.
after the guy said, I will dust your ass, I'd be like, I need him to prove that. That's not a fucking thing you say if you've never dusted somebody's ass before. Like, if it wasn't with a duster, right? Like, literally dusting somebody's ass.
He means like I'm gonna turn you into dust. Like
That is a really bold
I'm
statement.
gonna kill you.
That's a bold statement.
Right.
I'm gonna dust your ass.
That's
like, what?
There's more implications there that I think he's ready to actually like.
Very true.
You know what?
Considering the age.
Do you know what threat always made me laugh? Because it's just
Neither of them were gonna do anything that they were saying.
I don't know.
And they were just grumbling at
That
each
guy's-
other afterwards, just like the one you just laughed at.
That guy's obviously dusted somebody's
It was
ass.
just weird shit like this. Like back and forth to each other, like it was like,
And then dude's like,
and
I'm
just
not-
walks away. Like, I'm just like, this
Dude
is
was a
weird
pussy.
shit
Dude
ever.
was pussy.
I guess.
Dude was
Yeah,
pussy.
right. He's like,
You know-
this guy might dust me.
You know, one of my
There's
favorite,
somebody, you gotta be careful, you know.
the
Like,
best threats.
The
The best,
spry guy, you know? Like, you never know.
one of them spry. That guy was really spry. Like,
Yeah, right.
oh
Like,
my.
on camera?
I always laugh when people are like, "I'm gonna break your face," because like, it takes a lot to break somebody's face, and
Yeah,
I always
punch.
picture somebody like, "Oh, I'm gonna break your face." Like, dude, stop.
Come on, dude.
I'm buried.
Like, that's the threat. I'm gonna break your face. Like, you're gonna punch me first? Like, what is it? I'm thinking, let me just take my head in your hands and like attempt to break it.
Get things out of place.
I always
I
thought that
always
was just.
imagine a really big fish just going right through the middle.
That's breaking your face like a motherfucker.
That right
But
there is breaking your face.
Breaking your face
Yeah.
always to me like seemed like they were gonna like try to figure out a way to do it. Like, way to break your face, I'm gonna do it. Like, dude,
There's,
get
like,
the fuck off me.
tip behind it.
Like, I don't know. I always thought that was
Figure out
hilarious.
a way to do
That was
it.
a hilarious threat.
Yeah, no, that
It
is.
is.
That is.
Like, what's the best ways to
that's
start?
really odd to hear.
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
I'll break your face.
It's almost off-putting.
like, I don't know if I should. You probably will break my face.
Well, no, well, like it's that, and then it's also like, well, maybe you probably won't, because that's not really possible. You're just talking.
You look at his fist like, you got little hands. I don't think you're gonna break my face. Let's go, motherfucker.
You know what? I'm willing to chance that. Let's go.
But like, you like look at his hands, you're like, it's like this and shit. Like he's gonna break his face for sure.
Like, I'll call that bet. Let's go.
Two
Oh,
hands.
what about when people like
hands.
when they start fighting and they're just like, "What's up, man?" You're like,
Yeah, that's.
"What is up?" I don't know
That's
what.
so dumb to me.
What has that got to do with anything? This isn't. It's not a baseball mitt.
loosening my knuckles a little bit.
Like, shit. Next fight. Next
I'm
fight.
trying to break my hand so I can get out of this.
Yeah, no shit. Right?
Or like they'll be like they'll be in the movies where the guy will be just like, you know, they'll see him in a classroom and he'll look and the bully will be like,
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'll be like, you wanna play catch?
Because always like,
So you wanna,
from,
like-
from my school experiences is always like the guy telling the other guy like remember this shit? It's just like I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's a funny one. Like, that's like, shit.
Like just so you know, I'm telling you you're seeing me tell you like I'm going to like yeah,
Just let you know.
it's happening.
Oh,
We are
man.
going to fight.
I remember back in like at Disney when they were gonna fight, fucking shoulders together, and they'll put their heads together, and they'll be like,
Yep.
you're like, what are we gonna do now? Like, I guess we gotta fight. And it became like,
Two rams.
it literally looked like
Nothing really happens. They just hurt each other.
Yeah.
Little
It's
bit.
just like a really, yeah.
I just always pictured it as like, shit, man, we caused a scene. How are we gonna get out of this?
Now we gotta fight. Now we gotta fight. No, it always looked like the scuffle in the cartoons where they turn into like smoke
Yeah,
and they're just
totally.
rolling down, and then they just fall apart of each other and nobody looks like they got hit.
Right. Yeah. Right.
There's like 4 lines on their head. Like, somebody drew on them.
How'd that get there? I got them Sharpies. You know. Dude.
Oh, God.
I had a Sharpie.
I did it.
You know. Dude, I don't know what we were talking about before this conversation.
You know what? Scottie Pippen, I think.
We didn't even talk about that. Good on you, Scotty. Do your thing.
Yeah, right.
Sue that little bitch.
Sure.
So I will say that is a little petty, but I do understand his pettiness. So I get why you would do that.
Hey, did you ever hear the story about
People don't know
how?
what to do, like like how to act. Like if you don't know how to act in a person's mansion,
Like, opposite shout out to
Yeah, you're renting a mansion.
And
you need it.
opposite shout out to Glenn.
Opposite shout out to Glenn.
Opposite shout.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear a story about
Romance hates us though.
Glenn?
Yeah.
I heard
Really?
from him
I
the
would
other day.
imagine. No, I don't. Like,
Oh.
no. But
He doesn't talk to us
I
anymore.
heard from him the other day. But like,
Jonathan, my barber, he had this little like bachelor party in Colorado. On Wednesday. I mean, how long is Glenn there? Like
Right now?
No. There was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah. I was
No.
like, damn.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Glenn.
How you gonna fly out there? You can't
he
drive.
texted me and I texted him back and then he never responded. So
Hey man, whatever. He always texts me that like there was always I'm like Glenn what and then like anyway. So like what I was getting to, did you ever hear the story? We may have spoken about it. How Carlos Boozer rented out his mansion to Prince. Prince turned everything like pink or purple, whatever the fuck.
I heard about this.
Carlos Boozer rented out his mansion to Prince.
Yeah, in L.A. or
That
something.
does sound
like that.
different, right? Yeah.
I think he
Sounds
had it
real
for like
backwards.
I think he had it for like a year. No, what? I mean, this is the story. Carlos Boozer got money, man.
Not true.
So he rented it out to him, and then he sued him at the end of it because he turned everything. And then he's like, I think he gave him the money, and he turned everything back to normal at the end of it. Like he sued him. And everything.
My bad.
Like I do understand why you're suing me. I just thought you may like it purple. I don't know. That's when he broke his hand. He ran out. Like, oh my god! He broke his hand as soon as he got to the Bulls.
True.
Remember that shit?
That's true.
He came to the
Yeah.
Bulls and broke his hand and
No,
was out
right.
for a whole year.
Yep. I was never down with that signing, and then
No, I don't mind it, man. He scored when he had to score. He
Yeah.
just didn't really produce postseason, which is
It wasn't anything.
you needed that.
He
right?
wasn't anything special.
True.
no,
He was.
I
he
equate him
was
to
there
like
for
a-
the points though.
I equate him to like a Chris Bosh.
My man's.
Well, Chris Bosh was way more productive.
Carlos
than
When he
Yeah,
before
that-
he joined Miami. Then when he joined Miami, he wasn't.
Well, it's hard to be
True.
productive
That's
on a
not
team where there's two fucking alphas that are
That's-
willing to share the ball, but they now
Bosh
you
on
want a third.
Toronto was definitely the best fit, I think.
Yeah, most
No doubt.
definitely.
He was dominant there.
he retired or something like that, right?
Who?
He's done.
Bosh, he can't play anymore. He's got that heart condition.
That's
Got,
a
like,
thing,
blood
yeah,
clots or
right,
something like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he just won an award though, yeah.
I believe so. I don't remember what though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Some award.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess we got. I wish I had more info on that.
And that is the news by day.
Pretty sure won an award. I don't know which one it was though.
He had an award. So it's
In other news,
Doc Rivers being fined. We talk about this?
Yeah, a little bit, briefly.
like pre.
Like pre?
Yeah, we did.
Well, okay. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep it in there. So let's just talk about it real fast.
Real fist.
It's just in my mind now, you know? Like, dust your ass.
That's how Drake's got a troll now because they're trying to quiet him down. He's be on the court like that. Draymond like. Draymond's be like, oh, wanna play catch? That's literally what everybody thinks. I'm like, dude, I don't got a mitt. I don't. Hardball?
I
Can't catch hardball with your hands?
Can't even do that.
Dude, why would you ask me to do that? I gotta play
Can't do all
basketball.
Not something I would ever want to do.
No,
No.
not even once.
But yeah, so Doc Rivers had praised Kawhi, saying he's like one of the best we've seen since Jordan. Like, da, da, da. The league called that tampering and fined him $50,000 for it.
That's really lame.
That's fucking stupid.
Yo, NBA man.
That's really dumb.
Major sports in general.
Like, how is that tampering? That's an opinion.
Right, that's all.
I don't believe that the Clippers are in contention, man. I'm sorry.
No.
I think okay.
I don't think he'll go there. Like, why?
No.
You think
What's
he
in-
stays in Toronto?
Who do the Clippers have?
You think he stays in Toronto after this year?
No.
I would like to think he would because of the camaraderie and the bond that forms during this type of situation. But who knows?
I don't know that he wants to be in Toronto, but you know what? Who's to say? I mean, San Antonio to Toronto is weird, but like, again, I always contest that it doesn't really make a difference which city you live in as an NBA player because how often are you there? You know?
Most of them have cribs in like dope ass warm spots anyway. Like,
right, and they're spending most of their time like.
LeBron was supposed to be in LA a long time ago, but if you really think about it, with all the crib he has there, like I'm sure he's lived there for mad years.
Yeah.
Even when he lived in like Miami, I'm sure he had a crib in LA.
Yeah. I don't know. And then being that Kawhi's in a winning culture right now, you would think like, you know.
Yeah, I think that has to be taken into account is how the situation kind of has changed a little bit because now
They're in the finals.
Yeah, man. I mean,
And they're up one game.
dude, for him to leave now would be crazy. Like Durant left after they lost in the conference finals, which is they lost and he should have stayed. But regardless of that, if he had left right after like the finals, like, and not only that, like this is the first year. Like if this is what you're doing in the first year, what are you gonna do in the next few years with that team? And who's gonna come to Toronto because of you? Like,
Yeah.
unless he truly wants to go to a warm climate.
But again,
What's out in LA for him?
Different factors.
I always just think it doesn't matter.
What's
like,
in LA? No, well, what's in LA for him? Because that's what the speculation was that he wanted to be out in LA. What's in
He's
LA?
from LA,
for him?
isn't he?
I'm not sure. Probably, but maybe not. But either way, what's in LA that Toronto isn't giving him right now in terms of the team?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What's the Clippers have? Nobody right now.
No.
What's the Lakers got right now? They got LeBron and they got
That's it.
some assets they're trying to move.
Yeah.
LeBron is arguably gonna have. He may move from the Lakers this offseason. You know,
I think it'd be best for him.
it may be.
Although that would suck for the Lakers because they just lost Magic too. So
He should have definitely just never joined the Lakers.
I don't think so.
I don't know what.
That was a big loss on both parties or both people.
I think he just likes big market teams.
He should have stayed.
That's one of the. Well, yeah, obviously that. Yeah.
He should have stayed in Cleveland.
But definitely.
Finish your career out there. Honestly, it's only been 1 year.
3 more years, 3-4 more years.
3 more years, yeah. But honestly, think about it. It's been 1 year, and you can see the deterioration of what was once LeBron James at his peak. Not that he's not a great player now, but you can see the deterioration. Like you see Father Time. Father Time is something that.
Okay,
Dude, Father Time's
personally,
real. I can give you a quick story.
I wouldn't say deterioration. He's not falling apart. We're not seeing this man. If anything, he's just as good as he ever was, if not better.
No, I disagree.
LeBron?
I think
Yeah.
I think he's definitely on top of his shit right now.
I disagree.
I think
He
he
just
reached.
doesn't
I think he's lost a step.
I'm sorry, but you need people. These bigger stars, they need other people to.
No, I get that, but he's lost a step, and that's undeniable.
Maybe slightly.
I still contest
Dude,
that he
you can't-
accomplished
I don't think he
everything.
can say slightly.
I don't think it's a big loss though.
I contest that he accomplished everything he wanted to in the NBA, and he knows that like that Jordan.
I don't
LeBron
think he's
conversation is never gonna end.
I don't think he's unmotivated. I think, because that was what you were getting at. He's not unmotivated. Dave, think about this. So LeBron came in. He graduated the year I graduated high school, 2003.
Right.
Right. So he's been in the league now for 16 years.
Yeah.
This will be his 17th season, and that's 17 NBA years.
So right.
And that's-
so you're
and
saying
that's-
that would break a player.
That's finals. Was it 8 years he went straight, or 9 years, or something like that? He's been in the playoffs every season. He's gone deep most seasons, and if not to the finals, right? Meaning he has more basketball miles on him than most players in the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, right? Unless there's a player that's ridden with him, and there hasn't because he's moved and shaped so much. I think it's undeniable that he's lost a step. And the proof is in the idea that he can now be injured. At one point, it seemed like he was Superman, right? It seemed like LeBron couldn't be injured. LeBron went like Jordan did the majority of his career without an injury.
Yeah, right.
The thing with LeBron is he started to become injured more and more as the seasons go on, and he can't take as long a season, so his minutes have to be diminished. That's why he's lost a step. He can't go 40 minutes, 42 minutes, and not feel the fucking thing the next game, or look injured, or become injured, right? That's the difference in what it is now. When you could tell that the step's lost, not because when he's on the court he looks slow, but because he can't do it as long anymore. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying in terms of losing steps. And that's why
broken down like this makes sense.
his effect on the game is less because he has to be out the game more. That's what I'm saying. So that's why LeBron is on the. That's why Kawhi may be if not the best player in the league other than Kevin Durant. You gotta kind of give them, a 1A 1B situation. LeBron is no longer the best player in the league. It's just because of age, right? Age is a dude. I'm gonna give you one of the most embarrassing stories that ever happened to me on a basketball court for my whole life. That happened this week. Okay.
All right.
Such a terrible fucking thing.
I bet you if I asked earlier what were your guys' weeks like, this story probably wouldn't have came up.
No, this is fucked up, right? But I played, so I haven't been playing, right? Like I don't really play. I played like a month ago. Remember, my back's been kind of hurt. It's been tight. It was
some precursors to.
No, I'm just saying this is why I haven't played and why I wasn't planning on playing that day. I was like, my back has just been really tight lately. Like I haven't really been playing. I didn't want to hoop again because I didn't know, like I didn't want to go too hard and re-injure it. So I haven't played. So, but I lift and whatnot. But anyway, on Thursday, Vivi's aunt, right? She was participating in a charity basketball tournament thing, right? I just thought it was one little charity basketball game, right? 10 people were gonna be there and they're gonna play. That's all I thought, right? It was at the Boys and Girls Club, Paul Revere Park on Irving. Now, it was about the charity was about families who were victims of having a family member gunned down in gun violence, right? Okay. Now, we were there, and I wasn't anticipating playing, right? I was not dressed to play. I had shorts and I had the 11s on, right? Which is the first time I ever played in the 11s. So we go to, I pick up Vivi's brother-in-law, and we go there and we park, right? Okay, so we go there and park, right? And we walk in there, and there's a whole bunch of kids. We're like, oh, okay, cool. We probably ain't gonna even have to play. Then there is another side where there's the families are at, and there's other kids. But they're not kids. They're like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds, whatever, Kids that are
some young adults.
Hoopers, right? They all look like they're ready to hoop. I can tell you this because when I sat down, I was asked, hey, this is when I found out it was a tournament, by the way. This where the basketball tournament's at? I was like, huh? I don't know, because I came for a charity basketball game. One. Singular.
So it's a charity tournament.
Yes. So, what happened was, I'm like, yo. Nah, I'm out, yo. I'm out. Right? But because of Vivi's aunt, she lost her daughter, right?
Oh, geez.
And so they didn't have many people to play, and they needed 5 people to play, and I was like, I'll play. I also decided to play because it was co-ed, right? So girls and boys. Yeah. So the other team was girls and guys, right? Up to 10. It was the first two.
I don't like those games.
The first two 11.
Shut up.
The first two 11 the most by who at 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We lost.
So wait, so was it
What's
all
the score?
dudes on your team?
No, it was me and Joelle, right? And the rest were her aunt, Vivi, and some other chick I never met, right?
That sounds like a hilarious team.
And the other team was like 3 girls and 2 guys, or 4 girls and 1 guy, or whatever, right? But they were hoopers, right? They dribbled, like the other girls didn't dribble, right? So it was really me just trying to find a rhythm without having shot but only 3 or 4 shots right before the game, and having a hurt back and not having played since a month before, and before that, a year before that.
So you're saying you lost the game?
I told you I lost the game.
Like you
No.
yourself lost
We all me and him were like, whoa. Right? The worst part about it was these dudes were fucking the young ones are up on the cage watching.
Oh, that's
and they're talking shit, not to shit to like, they were just talking shit in general. And I'm just like, man, motherfucker. I was like 10 years ago. Not even. like 8 years ago, maybe
Take
6.
it back a little bit.
You know?
Half a decade or so.
But anyway, Father Time was there that day. He was present.
He brought that around.
Brought it right back, just to let you know. Father Time was there. I felt him. Every time I tried to run, he was like, no, you go slower than that. I had to go to the backboard because I couldn't hit a shot. I couldn't even hit the rim. I was like, so like I had to start shooting off the backboard. That's all I started doing.
So out there airballing and shit?
Went to fundamentals.
Yo.
Couldn't shoot. To be fair, I worked out that day.
Yo, the red square guarantee.
And the red, if you're not hitting, go fundamental, yo.
Obviously.
But anyway, Father Time was there. Said what's up to me, and he dapped me up, and he took a little bit of my time away from basketball. He's like, hey, I've been meaning to do something from you. What? I was like, oh!
He was the Monstars?
He was the Monstars, yo. He literally, the ball I shot with was like, it must have on my skill because it's no longer there. I was fucking beat, tired, sweating my ass
Wait,
off.
so you out there?
I started feeling, after the game, yo, I was like, I am out of shape. I was dying. I was like,
What was the score?
it was 5-4. We had 4 points each at the end of 10 minutes and it went to sudden death.
Damn, so y'all didn't.
You had 4 points each in
That
10
is
minutes?
Horrible.
It was won by
At the end of 10 minutes?
By one.
Full court.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you made 4 shots?
It was full court. It was super fucked up. Huh?
So you made 4 shots in 10
I made 2 shots.
But in 10 minutes. I feel like that's just really slow.
It was bad. I couldn't. The ball. Usually, like my hands are like I can get the hands to be good with the ball. Like it'll stick to the ball if I need to grab it. Yo, I couldn't hold the ball for shit. I was so. Hey, to our defense, cocksuckers, we had literally, we walked in the court, we shot 2 shots each, and they said, hey, let's go. The best thing I did was the tip. I tipped the ball. It didn't go to my team, but I tipped it.
That's the best
It's
thing
not
you
the
did.
best thing you did. That was one of the worst
The
things.
best thing you did was tip the ball.
I don't
You
even
started
know.
the game off the worst way.
I don't even know why I told that story.
Because Father Time? Oh boy, Father Time is
No.
providing some funny stories.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yo, I'm either going to retire off of that game or I'm going to go hard as fuck in the motherfucking paint.
Redemption.
I'm gonna wait to find
What's the more likely avenue from there?
I don't know, man.
I think Sam's finished with basketball now.
No, that's not. That's
He
not.
told me he wanted to dunk this year,
he's
so
done.
It's still time.
Sam's done.
It's still time. They're trying to call me out, trying to make me
Sam's
like
done.
Dave's done. So like Dave will never see me on the
Streets
court again
done.
anyway. But there's still a chance. There's still opportunities here. We could hustle the next 6 months and dunk for sure.
just need a gym to go to that like.
You gotta get to the Recplex like me.
Some stupid shit.
Yeah. I'm about to get back in the gym though. Fuck that. I can't let that be the last time I hoop.
Yeah, don't. Then do it.
That would be such an unsuccessful, sad story. And the last time I played ball, we got beat by a team of girls.
Yeah, that's not how you want to go out.
All the shit I talk about the WNBA, can't go out like that.
It's true.
What did Dwight say? He's
I
like,
can't
one's a sport, one's a joke.
I like jokes and I like sports. I don't see what the problem is.
That shit is hilarious. But yeah,
Dwight from The Office. We just concur.
I would hope that everybody knows that.
I dittoed it.
If you didn't know that, go watch The Office. Like, fuck wrong with
Yeah, if you don't watch The Office, I don't know if I like you.
I think I watched The Office too much.
I watch it way too much, but I love it.
I'm watching that '70s show right now.
Again?
Yeah.
It's always a good show.
Nah, I tried to go back to it and I couldn't.
Oh, it's
Really?
so funny still, man.
It's not for me.
So funny. That 70 show is
I just
really
got to an episode where Hyde met Leo for the first time and got a job in a photo.
funny. Leo's hilarious. Yo, Red is one of the best TV dads, man.
Yeah.
Red is super fucking funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that show a lot. But
Red, the father from
Yep.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Hal.
What's that dude's name? Oh yeah, Hal. I'm gonna fuck him up. Hal's funny.
Dewey's a dick.
Yeah. Al Bundy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Al Bundy's a great TV dad.
Yeah.
Homer, I'm still counting him.
Homer, but I think Al Bundy might be the best TV dad out there, for sure. Like, I mean, there's gotta be others. Like Archie Bunker is funny but racist. You know what I mean? But so there's like there's that element.
I'd say Dude from Family Matters.
Oh really?
That's one of my favorites.
Carl Winslow?
Or, well, Bill Cosby, but, I mean,
You said Family Matters.
I know what I'm saying, or Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Another one.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, but we don't know what. Yeah.
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 No. Not him. Not him.
Can't mention him anymore.
These fucking kids. Out there again.
I was trying to play fucking catch again. God, like, I don't understand.
Just go throw balls
Wait.
in their faces.
Hit that off and on again.
Why?
So that I know where to.
Oh, we'll keep it on. You see me walk away.
Okay. Well,
You see me walk away, walk away, walk back.
I'm raising my hand.
Why are you raising your hand? You got a question?
Well,
You got a question, motherfucker.
first of all, who the fuck you put me on trial, bitch?
You're the one raising your hand. Aim the right hand.
oh God. All right.
Next time you what is it next Friday? He was like, raise your hand when you talking to me, fool. He was like,
Like, he's in the cage, like, next to you. Like,
oh, that shit's hilarious. I didn't even know. It was
he can't even see you. Why is
He's
he
not even looking at you. He's like, you guys.
Right.
That's hilarious. Anyway. What were we talking about before? You
nothing.
made an exit.
Well, so we're gonna come up with another topic.
Oh, we were talking about best TV dads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna go back to that?
Well, I mean, it's still a valid topic. I think
Still a live ball.
I think that Ed O'Neill was probably the best TV dad of all time because he actually got it. Having a family isn't fun.
Okay, sure.
Being married probably sucks balls,
I get that.
and life isn't great. Right? Like that's what he was depicting, the everyday man.
Sure.
Right? The guy who had to bust his ass every morning, a wife that didn't work, kids that were unappreciative. You come home and all you want to do is touch your dick. That's what he did. But I mean, outside of the boxers, it seemed. It was never inside, it seemed, because that's TV. On TV you can't go straight. You can't go like you can't go like in Tropic Thunder. You can't go full retard. You can't go full skin to skin.
You're talking mid to late '80s. You know, it was a different time.
It was a little different time. But I think that's why Al got it. That's why Al had it. He created No Ma'am, right?
He treated bitches in the shoe shop all day long.
Dude, that was one of the funniest. Dude, fat shaming was so hilarious on that show. It was great. It was so funny, man, because they got it back then. Yo, there's a lot of fat people, yo. Like not everybody's glandular, right? Fat is fat. Like what he was dealing with. Like they were big cows, man.
They were big cows, man.
This is what he called them. They were cows. He put them in the fuck. How are you gonna put them in these shoes? They all wanted small 5 foot, size 5
They
heels.
made him put it on. In his defense, a lot of them were really.
How many times did he scream because he got his hand stuck in a shoe? Al got it. No, ma'am. Now, speaking of that, me and Vivi were talking about Little Rascals yesterday and the He-Man Woman Hating Club. That is so fucking funny to me, right? Like, that is like the original Boy Scout, right? Well, Boy Scouts was before that, right? But,
Yeah.
so, like, we've already talked about how they changed the Boy Scouts from Boy Scouts to, like, the Scouts of America or something, right? Because the Girl Scouts sue because they wanted to be boys. I don't know. I forgot what that was all about. I don't know.
I just wanted to be included.
Huh?
They felt like they weren't included.
But they were Girl Scouts, and they still was Girl
But
Scouts.
they had Girl
I look
Scouts.
forward to that. More than I look forward to anything that the Boy Scouts are
listen,
doing.
I'm all for gender equality. But why couldn't there just be Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts?
Because, yeah, Girl Scouts learn different things.
Well, then let them learn what Boy Scouts learn, but in their own scouts.
Right, but then people got weird about that then.
You know, I'm tired of you.
Yo,
people being weird about
honestly,
everything.
fuck people. Seriously, that to me is so fucked
The
up.
children's fault. I mean,
Huh?
Like, they want to learn what boys want to learn, or like girls want to learn what boys want to learn.
We'll stop having women that are inadequate
It's more
and put
so-
somebody who's
It's more
adequate.
so just like, laws that are put in place before. Or not laws, but just like,
Why? What?
like Boy
Maybe
Scouts
just
code
maybe
of
put
conduct or whatever.
equip the women adequately, and keep the
So yeah,
inadequate
like
ones out of
they're
there.
taught how to like knit and cook.
Well, get them bitches out of there and
I
stop
wanna
them
learn
getting.
how to like sharpen a knife and hunt.
Let them do that, or maybe like get a man in there, or but don't integrate. The reason is that the reason they were separate is so that the boys can concentrate on what they need to concentrate on in the wilderness. It's not, hey, fuck women, right?
Maybe it was. I don't know. But the original, but like that's
Sounds
not
like that though, right?
But that's not what it is. And
I think it's the same reason they keep the NBA and WNBA separate.
Right, because that's just the way things are. One of my favorite stories I read this whole week.
I wouldn't know what to do with like an integrated league, or you know.
You
like,
can't, dude.
A man, you know, woman. Yeah.
There's got to be some things separate. So why couldn't there still be Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts? Like Boy Scouts didn't go sue because they want to learn what women learn, right? Whatever they're learning in their Scouts is what they learn, and that's the curriculum or whatever.
I wonder though.
But
I wonder how that would work.
what?
Like a women's men's league.
It wouldn't, because this is what will happen.
It's just like
what
the league.
I read a story this
But
week.
I don't know.
I read a story this week, right, about a man who identifies as a woman, right, who won the 100-yard dash or something in a women's race. It's hilarious to me because that's what's gonna happen. All the women are gonna be mad that all the men are beating them, or the former men are beating them. The artists formerly known as men are beating them in this thing, right? Like, now that's the problem. Like, how far do you want it to go? Like, you want to integrate everything, then you're gonna start really seeing like wrong. Like, that's why we have certain things separate, because men are physically more.
They're
Just by
biologically bigger.
This is a very tough conversation to have.
It is a tough conversation. I don't mean it to like. I feel like I have
I'm not saying that you sound insensitive right now. But I'm just saying that it's just in general, it's a very.
It
tough
is, but
conversation to
but
have.
if they're willing to have it with like kids about fucking, oh well, you want to. We're gonna make it where there's a genderless thing with the Scouts, but I don't get that. Like, we can talk to these kids about this. Like, why are you bringing this to them now? Like, let the girls do their thing, let the boys do their thing. If you want to teach them what the boys learn and vice versa, do that, but separately. Like, keep them, like, why can't it be where there's, some things can just be left alone, right? At some point, young kids can be left separated from one another in certain situations.
So I mean, I guess it's like schools aren't like that. You know, we were all schooled together.
Yeah,
It was
but
co-ed.
there are schools like that, because there's fucking there's not completely,
Private
there's
schools and whatnot.
yeah, but they're still that way.
Certain things just have to be separate because of physicality alone. Like, they're just biologically, men are bigger.
You know what's gonna start happening? You're about to start getting some pregnant little Girl Scouts sooner or later, because they're gonna start now. Oh, that's why we kept them away from each other, because they're gonna fuck.
It's a good possibility as well.
How late you
So
can be?
adolescence
You can be in the Scouts till
Well,
like.
Girl Scouts, they're like 13, 14.
I think you'd be up to like 15 in the Scouts, man.
I don't know.
So at 15, I had cousins that got fucking pregnant.
No, I get that. Yeah.
You're saying, right? You can introduce, because now at certain ages you can start to get hormones and all these things. Like, oh, she got boobs and he's got this thing that I don't know what it is, but it's there and we're gonna see what it is, right? So what I'm saying is, like, there's a reason why, because in every other aspect in high
So
school.
you don't have a problem with the kids themselves. You're saying that there should just be reform.
Dude, think about it in high school. You said that they were co-ed in high school. How often were you walking around with a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, high school was oh man, there's women everywhere. I can't concentrate on anything, right? That's why you gotta allow these kids to do the same thing. I hate it because I know it was some nosy motherfucker who decided I'm gonna make everything this because I'm a fucking, somebody who ain't got shit to do. I'm not gonna say a housewife, it could be a house male. Don't know. Or a house man.
Yeah, house male.
What the fuck is a house husband? I don't know.
Sure.
Sounds stupid, but either way,
Sounds kind of dumb, yeah.
it sounds dumb. You don't hear house husband. If you're a house husband, the women would shame him.
That'd be it, right?
Like, that's gotta be
No, right.
There has to be a fucking boundary that they gotta understand. Like, you can't be shaming a man because they do this and then they do the opposite. And no, that's still fucked up. Like, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
No, I agree.
Sorry about my rant about that, but I've been pissed off about that a lot. I really am angry about that. I never even was a Scout. I thought it was gay.
Wait, why'd you think it was gay? They like quote unquote teach you how to be a man.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, oh, you gotta wear this little tight brown uniform
You
with
know
all
why?
these little badges and shit. We had cousins.
It's because-
we had cousins too. We had cousins.
It's because the counselors because as we know, nothing is holy, right?
Counselors are probably what like the priests are.
You thought they were diddlers.
Oh, they were
More than
diddlers.
likely diddlers.
They definitely were diddlers. I think it was.
I've never even heard that word diddler. You want to go dust me out in the back or something? All of a sudden.
Diddlers and gaggle. What, gaggle?
A gaggle of diddlers?
What are we talking about right now?
It's a gaggle of diddlers.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
I'm just bringing up the terms that we have learned on this show.
Gaggle.
Gaggle.
It's a gaggle.
Oh, but yeah, you guys didn't know about gaggle.
Yeah, but
No, until you told us. the
now
story
we're just talking about this
the
gaggle of diddlers that are existing in that. But anyway.
Gaggle of old ladies.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I always thought, like, we had cousins that did. I was like, oh, look at that stupid uniform. It looks really, really that way.
I get that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's an interesting element.
I don't know. I just thought that was like, hey, man, keep some things separate.
I thought it was weird because like it seemed like it tried to be holy.
What?
Like,
oh, the scouts?
yeah, like there's ceremonies and stuff. It was really weird.
Oh, I
What
didn't
the
know
hell
anything
is
about
the-
that. I just saw what the outside look. I was like, oh man.
So Alex
dudes
used to be a scout. Like I went with him sometimes. Like yeah, just like oh.
Was this part of like trying to get kids to join a military?
It's like a cult? No, that's ROTC.
Like no, they start off as scouts.
Then
and
they
they learn like
the
the
ROTC.
and then- yeah.
Oh, maybe. It's like that. Maybe the whole thing behind that is
Institutionalism.
you're creating a motherfucking like literal drone,
Yeah.
right? I go here. I go here. I go here. I get up at. I go here.
I like these badges.
Keep my shit all shiny and shit. I never once won a medal. Look at me. Fucking great, babe.
Nope. People don't say that.
Fucking great.
No, not really.
Fucking great, man.
Well, since we're talking about like, you know, institutions
Yeah,
in
that's
which
fucked up. I never won a
children-
badge or a medal or a trophy never once in my life. That's kind of fucked up. I got some certificates though. Fuck them goddamn certificates. I want a trophy.
Winners,
I don't really care less about either of those.
winners don't need trophies. They just know they're winners.
They just go to trophy customization shops.
That's right, goddammit. I am a winner, and I ain't got no trophies to prove.
And I don't got the trophy.
Hearing that out loud sounds dumb. So I
It
thought
does
you
sound
said
dumb.
that, Yeah.
I know, but I let it ride because for the folks that are home listening.
Yeah. Because we are talking to you guys.
Yeah,
I know we
that's
talked about God knows what the fuck.
We ain't talking about shit.
Yo, do you hear R. Kelly got more charges going on right now?
R. Kelly got more charges than he got money in his bank account.
Yo, honestly,
He got like 44 charges. He
I
got
don't
like
know how
$42
that
in his
man
bank account. Right now.
affords to pay off his lawyers
R. Kelly couldn't
and legal
take.
fees.
R. Kelly got such little money that you know how you can't, if you don't have $20 or more, you can't take out any money from the cash machine. He be having that issue. Like, damn, I got $19.72 in the bank. I gotta go to the
I'm gonna go
Yo,
deposit
like-
28 cents.
Like that though.
I gotta go
I
to-
got 1998 in my bank account.
I gotta go to the dude. How gay was that?
and I can't
I gotta stop
deposit
saying
2
that. But
cents.
how stupid was that? Like,
I
like
can't deposit 2 cents.
I'm not saying gays and gay.
Trying
I'm
to,
saying
like-
gays, and that just sucks, man.
Trying to
Like,
like put
So
pennies.
how happy is that?
all right, is that?
Should have put pennies in the coin slot or the cash slot.
Dude, you got like you got 1 penny shy of being able to take out your whole $20. Like you can't just round up for me this one
I
time.
need a whole ass $20, but I need pennies to make that available.
So
And I
so-
can't.
I gotta go to the teller now. I can't even go to the ATM.
I
I need to withdraw.
You put this penny in my account.
Like, I need to, but you go and take. I would go like and be like, all right, I'm gonna take out like just a little bit to make it seem like I know I got a little bit more, but I just need this. I'm like, yo, let me get $12.50. $12.50? Yeah, $12.50. Yo, $20? No, $12.50, bitch. $12.50.
Yo.
And then when it starts to get a little bit like, listen, you won't give me less than $20 at the fucking ATM.
If I take it all out, I'll spend it too fast.
It's fucked up.
You know, having cash.
Or if you think like you know how you try to keep a balance in your head and you be like, oh, I got at least $21 in the bank. I
Yep.
can take that dub out.
It's never
and it's
that.
cool.
It's never
and you be
that.
like, no, you got $19, you non-ad motherfucker, and now you can't take out anything.
But really,
Well,
R.
no,
Kelly-
so-
I lived through that way too many motherfuckers.
That kind of happens more so when I'm like rushing to find out how much I have like in my head, you know, before I had like the apps and shit like that. Like I'm just like, shit, how much do I have again? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got enough.
You know,
And
or
I'm like, damn.
you know, it'd be the worst. You'd be like, oh, I got at least $22, and then be negative $22, and you'd be like, whoa, how did that happen?
Just the thought of it, you was just like, it took it away from
Yo,
me.
on like a day-to-day basis, I'll check my bank account. I'll be like, why is it $5 shorter than what it was? I was like, oh, iTunes subscription came out. Like,
I won't check my bank account daily. If I know I've been spending a little bit, I'll wait to calm down and then I'll check it.
I'll wait to calm down. Like,
I gotta take a step back.
let me be cool for a second. Be cool, man.
There's a little bit in there. I'm good. All right.
No,
So,
honestly.
anyway, R. Kelly's probably fucked. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Can't afford to pay.
Dude, he had to pay $1 for
representation.
every allegation.
He's gonna have to have-
He would not be able to make that payment.
He's gonna have to have a court.
That would be so fun. R. Kelly, you've got 66 allegations. It's $1 per allegation and you're out.
I ain't got it.
He'd be like 20, 40, 60, 80. Be like, get the fuck in jail, R. Kelly. Shit!
He's gonna have to have a court-appointed attorney to
Yeah.
get through it because I don't think he can afford to pay one.
He's got a new attorney already. The other one was like, nah, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Wait, was that a fan?
No, that was
his publicist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, dude look like a publicist, not a.
He looked like a promoter.
Yeah, he didn't look like.
Like he promotes like club nights and shit.
Promotes
like,
fights and shit.
He
Like,
got
his
sunned.
Facebook
He
is
got sunned by
blowing up.
dude. He was like, "Fuck you talking about, fam?" He was like, "Nothing." So I was talking about R. Kelly.
He didn't address that.
He didn't
at all.
even look at dude after
No.
that. He must have forgot.
maybe
right,
he
right.
knew
You
him.
don't know who you are. This is Chicago.
He might have
R.
known him. I wonder what he said in his ear. Like, listen, fuck you. Come after me.
This is not LA. They don't give a shit about publicists.
Nah, son.
No.
Publicities.
So.
That'd be fucking hilarious. He was
Fucking
like out the room. He
neon
was like,
the neon signs and shit.
that'd be a dope bar. Publish these. But it would have to say like publicize these.
He's definitely trying to go off.
Pub
too, man.
these.
That dude's going live. Like
These
every
pub?
2 minutes.
Oh man, yo, my man is just loving it, yo.
Yeah. Who?
Fam.
What you talking about, fam?
My man is just loving it, dude. I'm like, "Arr."
He's gonna ride that wave till it dies, which
Yeah.
is not very long from now.
yo, that's just been in the dirt already.
Yeah.
Right. Like, that should die like a week.
What are you doing? I'm burying you. It's over. Fuck you talking about for.
Wait, are you gonna bury him with the dirt that you used to build the moat?
Man, don't talk about my moat.
Come on, man.
Sam has plans for a
I've
moat.
always wanted to know somebody with a
Don't
moat.
tell people about my moat.
Sam has plans to build a moat in his backyard.
Now I gotta expand it around the house.
There's that.
That's cutting into the street. This is
Sir, what the fuck are you doing? Build the moat, bitch.
This is not your property.
How
you
dope-
can't dig here.
Yo.
I don't know about
Didn't
that.
who built the
Debatable.
moat around their house? Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, great minds.
No. No.
The fact that you just great minded yourself with Peter Griffin.
Yo, he's done some fucking some pretty dope shit.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But after doing some really dumb shit.
Yeah, I'm not talking about all the dumb shit. I wouldn't do that shit.
But I feel like, yeah, like the good shit came after the dumb shit, though.
Yeah,
It's like, man, I really messed
as we're
up.
thinking about that, I haven't done one good thing.
Actually, so thinking about that, and this is a little off topic, but I just thought of The Simpsons when Homer's dying, and like it was the morning he was supposed to die, and like that was like a really hard episode, man. Like, yeah, I just thought about that randomly though.
That was a pretty hard
Cartoon,
episode to see. I
definitely.
remember that
Man,
episode.
I was like, this is real though. Like this is like death is real.
Hey man, those
Like,
episodes hit just as hard as using like a real family.
Yeah.
Man,
You know what episode I'm thinking about right now is the one where he was trying to get his gun and it was a 7-day waiting period and he was out front of his house and it said stand in the place where you live now and like everything like it was they had a duck hunt type of thing come like the ducks came a Target truck came past he's like ah he finally got it after 7 days.
Dude, you know what I say to myself all the time?
It wasn't that when
we
he was
were
trying to
beaten
like
by the best, boy.
oh,
the duel.
he was like
no, with the circus guy.
the car
Oh, right.
1
Right.
2 run. He's like, Marge, get me a beer. It's gonna take all night. I'm trying to get his ass groove right.
Oh, my ass groove.
Better not be sitting in my ass groove. The best part about that, he's like, oh, they're in the house and they got heat, but they're burning shit, right?
Yeah.
He's like, should I burn precious memories or something moments? He's like, burn precious memories. Shit's hilarious. All their
Yeah.
pictures and shit.
It's fucked up. They knew they were outside waiting.
Yeah,
in the house.
they're just like-
yeah, no, they were just gonna burn their family photo albums.
Right. Like, why were they that like vengeful? Like,
They were just carnies.
Because they were carnies.
Carnies are like that.
Yeah. Apparently carnies will steal your house.
That's who they are.
Your house on a bet about a ring and a fucking chimney.
They're not smart.
Yo, we talked about so many fucking things in pre-production about on this list that I don't even remember specifically what we went over. But we talked about Frank Lucas passing away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Pretty
peace
large
of,
snitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
However,
just
the
thought it was
movie was
interesting.
great. Soundtrack was better.
So the movie was great.
He was 88.
That's crazy
That's
talk.
a long one.
I wonder how he lived in the last
Dude.
few years. Did he have money stashed or was he just dealing?
I don't know.
The only credence that phrase "only the good die young" ever really has is that these motherfuckers who are in jail for like infamous crimes, they live forever. They be till like fucking 90.
Manson was like in his 80s.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Like, why are they living so long in jail? We're not living very long out here. It's a very weird situation.
It's like people who retire late, like they end up not living too much longer after they retire
That's
because
true.
they just seem like they were living for was work.
Yeah.
Now when you ain't got something to keep you going and shit like that, that's what I ain't with, man. Fuck all that.
Up 100%.
You ain't gonna take. I am.
That plane to
Nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, I said when I was 25.
I'll
that
dust
was
your
myself.
ass for you
dust
fucking
your
bitch.
ass. Father time.
Fuck all that.
I'll beat the
I
shit
ain't
out
with
of
all
you.
that shit.
Fuck your clock.
We gonna fight today.
Yes.
I was gonna say something and I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. Anyway, whatever. There's also a couple birthdays that happened. 3 Stacks.
Happy birthday.
I don't know exactly how old he
Ray
is.
Benjamin.
Yup.
Benjamin.
And then Jadakiss had a birthday.
Jada.
2 birthdays that I don't know if like there's probably more, but I don't.
Happy
So,
birthday.
Two
everybody.
Yeah.
Titans.
yeah, shout out to them.
Happy birthday, y'all. Happy born day.
And 2 totally different rappers too.
May gave some nice little
Oh yeah.
contributions.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I don't know if we talked like about the NBA really outside of the Doc Rivers thing, but Drake has been at it again. His trolling shit.
Oh, Drake is hilarious at trolling, man.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
He is.
It's on a different level.
It's tasteful.
It's been one game of the
It's
finals
just funny.
to today, right?
Sometimes it's not tasteful.
Close. Sure, I guess so.
When's the next game of the finals?
I think it might be tonight.
Tonight.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was the first game. Drake was there wearing a Del Curry jersey when he was on the Raptors. So
And it
his
had his signature at the bottom.
yeah, and it showed like a little clip of Del and his wife looking and seeing it and laughing about it, and then he was like talking shit to Steph Curry, I think, at some point on the sideline. He pulled some lint out of his hair.
Oh yeah, he's like, and then I saw a picture. It's Steph Curry hair lint on sale for eBay. It was Drake.
And did you see Aisha Curry commented?
What?
She's like, okay, so what charity can we give this to? Something like that. No.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you just.
She's just making herself not seem
She
very
just wants
smart.
No, yeah. Just stay out of it.
That's enough of you.
No. Other than that,
Another one of those dumb hand signals. What are you doing? Starting a fire?
you rub the twine with the string
Eventually you start to see smoke.
I don't even know.
on a rock or something. But yeah, outside of that, new music that came out, Jim Jones.
Okay.
Put out,
Yeah, no,
Capo, El Capo. Listen, I still don't know how to pronounce that.
Capo.
Can I go ahead and tell you? Capo.
It's Capo. It's Capo. That okay, whatever. Anyway, good album. Good album. I've been listening to it. I'm gonna give it some more listens before I give my judgment, but it's a good album. Good features. Got a Currency on there. Jadakiss, Rick Ross.
He's been working in the last few years too.
Yeah. Indeed. No. Fucking.
This has been like the only Dipset I remember that's actually put anything out.
Jadakiss?
No, Jim Jones.
Oh, you said Dipset. Yeah. Yeah. Cause Jewel's in jail. Cameron's on it, and Cam is just still funny, but Cam is like not really taking rap as serious at any
No,
point.
I don't think
Nothing
he
at all.
As he should.
He like would Come Home With Me. That was like his only series.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
That's a good album.
And then after that, I don't think he really put much into it.
Nah.
Well, not much.
Son.
That's it, I think.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which, I mean, you know, we're right around where we need to be. So,
okay. That's what's
it
up.
was well timed. We talked about a lot of nothing.
Yeah, we did, but
it was fun.
it was
There's
fun.
some
Nothing.
things too, though.
We talked about some things.
There were some things. I think we touched the topics and then we just walked away from them. Like, Doc Rivers is fine. Oh yeah, fuck that. You know, it's funny.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know,
Hope
but
you enjoyed that, you know.
it was good.
Shout out to the birthday people of the week. Obviously, shout out to Glenn, because we're just going along that.
Indeed. Did we
Never
wish Daniel happy
lose
birthday
that.
last week?
We
Yeah,
did.
did. We did.
Yeah.
Extensively.
Oh, happy June, you know? Maybe the weather will stay fucking decent.
Yeah, indeed, man. I'm ready for some warm weather.
If it drops down to
consistently be
40s.
here.
I think actually tonight the low is in the 40s.
So it should go down to 50 in a couple hours, actually. So,
Oh, word?
yeah.
That's whack.
Like actually 50.
It's supposed to rain soon, too?
No, it's supposed to be
so
today
it's
and
supposed to
tomorrow.
rain today, but it's not going to. So it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah, today and tomorrow is supposed to be sunny all day.
Cool. I might
So we
do
can go
something, yeah.
and play some catch out there. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
It's gonna happen.
But
For sure.
for myself, my brother, and my boy, and Stacks, wherever he may be, we'll catch y'all. This actually has been episode number 45. I don't
Did
know
you
that we
even say
even
that?
like. I introduced it, but I don't know that I said it was episode 45.
Yeah,
I think I jumped in front of you again.
Probably, because you usually do. You know what I'm saying? But
This is
hey,
episode 45, though.
episode
for sure.
45. Appreciate everybody for watching. Subscribe, all those things, and
Catch us on Instagram.
yeah. And we'll catch you on episode 46.
Later, y'all.
Hey.